Today I'm going to be installing this NOCO Genius. It's the Gen 5x2. Pretty much just means that there's 2 banks and 5 amps to each bank. It's a 10 amp, amps. There's 10 amps output on it, but it's divided into 2 banks, so that's each bank gets 5 amps. I'm also going to be installing this the NOCO AC port plug, and that's mainly so my batteries are in my box, and I don't want to have to leave the box open with the cord ran into it every time for obvious reasons, water, with raining, or I just won't be able to lock it up to keep my items safe in my box. So what we got here, I got my battery, and this is down in my front compartment, and then over here is my charging box I got mounted to the sidewall, and you can see it's got the 2 banks. I've just got 1 bank right now because I've only got 1 battery hooked up, but I am planning on getting another battery sometime soon, so that's why I went ahead and bought the 2 bank system. And then over here I've got my 60 amp fuse, and that's for my trolling motor that I'm mounting. You can see up there I've already got my plug in. So what we're going to have to do, this will be what I'm installing here. This flips open, and then you can just plug your extension cord right into this, so you don't have to leave. In my case, this box, I have to leave it cracked open to run a cord in there. So what we got to do first is, I've been in here before, mounting my disconnect for my trolling motor and for my light, which I use for duck hunting, not fishing. But we'll have to take this and this panel off. We're going to drill our hole here and then run our wires in. So let me get this set down, and we'll get that hole, or get this stuff opened up. So we got that opened up. I think that's probably all I'll have to open. I probably won't open this one up unless I have to, but I'm gonna reach back in here. Okay, there's nothing back in there, so I know I'm good to drill. And of course you can see all my light wires and other wires in there. So we're gonna get this cut in. I've already looked at it. It looks like it's a 2-inch hole, so that's what I'm going to be drilling here. Double checking there's nothing back there. All right, there's the hole. I'll get my shop vac and clean that up real quick. Okay, now we've got our hole cut. Let's get this a little closer, you can see a little better. Got our hole cut. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fish
fish this in through here. And then we'll have to fish it through this hole to get it down into, and I'm not going to be able to reach that, so we're going to have to end up taking this other door off. And then we'll fish this back into that battery compartment. Maybe. Okay, I grabbed some zip ties here. We're just gonna get this all coiled up and zip tie this to these other wires here that are being held on by the circuit breaker. Okay, and just clip off the extra. We'll do one more here. Okay, now I want to go over a little bit here. When you hook this up, of course, you got your black, which I don't think you're gonna be able to see it down there. You can see a little bit there. Your negative post, you know, you get your black wire from your charger hooked up there, and then you can see right there it's got a little plus for the positive on the charger. It goes to the positive. Now, I think on the older ones you would have to disconnect your batteries to charge two batteries like this, but on this newer one, you can have both of them hooked up in parallel, which is what my trolling motor is, 12 volts, so I just have two batteries I want to hook up in parallel. You don't have to disconnect them. The charger is a smart charger and it knows the difference, and so you just leave it hooked up all the time and don't have to worry about that. So that's pretty nice. So anyway, that's how I have it hooked up. It's got inline fuses on both banks, which is nice, so you don't have to, that's one less thing you got to worry about. And I've got these wires tucked up in here pretty good. I may clean them up a little bit more. I'm gonna go up front and get these straightened up just a little bit in here if I can. So I'm gonna zippy it to the cables coming up to the trolling motor from the battery, just to keep them all together. Okay, that looks good. Set these over out of the way. Put our plate back on here.
Okay, got everything hooked up and fastened up, so we're gonna try it out. Got the extension cord here. Just pull this up, plug that in, and then if we look down here, we can see the charger. It's set on 12 volts. And this bank's not hooked up yet, but it's ready. Just this one bank is going. I got it set to the 12 volt like it should be. That first little notch is 25%. That one that just lit up, it's 50%. The next one's 75%, and the big one it'll turn green when it's on the final stages, and then once it's maintaining, the other three reds here on the left will drop off, and then that green, that big one on the right, will just flash green, and that means that it's maintaining your batteries. It's not really charging it, but when it drops off a little bit, it'll pick up the slack and charge them back up. So you can see there, this battery is fully charged, and that's what it'll do if it's fully charged. So, and there you go, that's dropped off. So now it's just maintaining that battery. Keep it full for the next time I want to go fishing. I'll have a full battery. So this was a pretty easy project. Of course, the battery and the charger I already had installed the other day. I just got the AC adapter thing in the mail yesterday, so decided to make a little video for you guys, show you how to do that if you have any questions. So I appreciate you watching, and have a good day. Thanks.